Assalamu alaikum viewers and welcome to Holistic Wellbeing. As you all know, I am Sadam and today we have with us
Assalamu alaikum, Ramadan Mubarak to everyone. My name is Amima Shafa.
and yes, okay Amima, what are we making today?
Today we'll be making chicken croquettes.
And what are our ingredients for today?
So we'll be using butter, onion, lemon juice, flour, shredded chicken, breadcrumbs, salt, black pepper, milk, cheese, crushed coriander, and a beaten egg.
Okay Amima, so let's get started. Okay Amima, so what will our first step be today?
We'll be adding some butter to our pan.
And also notice that we've kept it at a little flame just
And
so
then-
the butter
And
melts
then
a
we'll be
little.
adding onions.
Okay.
And we'll let it brown.
Yes. And Amima, how long should we do this for?
For at least 2 minutes on a low heat.
So Amima, have you always had this passion for cooking?
I did, but then at around age 13, I really wanted to bake a lot. First, I would mess up a lot of stuff, but then I got into it.
Right. Have you ever thought of going into like the big cooking competitions like Cake Boss and the Kids Master Chef?
I would when I really know how to cook, but not yet.
Okay. So after this, what will our next step be?
We'll be adding flour, and then we'll let the flour turn like light brown, and then we'll be adding milk, so it can turn into a thick paste.
Okay. So do you think this is good or do we have to wait a little more?
You have to wait a little more, a minute. I'll just add the flour now.
And is there an exact quantity of how much or?
We'll be adding 4 tablespoons of flour.
Okay, and you said next was the milk?
Yes. Let's add the milk now.
You can add them. And this was approximately 1 cup of milk that you can use. And
Wait,
notice,
can you get me a whisk?
yes.
Okay, you can switch to a whisk to not get any pulps. After this looks like this, we're gonna add the shredded chicken and from low heat.
Good. And so, do we keep low heat throughout the entire process of the mixture, or do we slowly increase as we're getting farther?
No, we put it on low heat because we don't want the mixture to burn.
Good. And approximately how many croquettes are we making today?
Around 12.
And after this, what will be our next step?
Next we'll add the seasonings and lemon juice.
And for the lemon juice, what do you prefer, fresh lemon juice or the bottled ones?
I prefer fresh lemon juice because it brings out more flavor. But if you don't have fresh lemon juice, you can just use bottled.
So bottled is still fine. It's just that fresh is better.
Yes, it brings out more flavor.
Yes.
We will add salt to taste. Around a tablespoon. Then we'll add black pepper. And crushed coriander.
And how much is the quantity of the crushed coriander and the black pepper?
For coriander, you can use a tablespoon.
Is there a preferred quantity, or is it like any type you can have? So after our mixture is made, what are we gonna be doing with this?
We'll be making it into like balls, like rectangular balls, and then we put it in the freezer.
Yes, and to cook them, are we gonna be baking today or stir frying?
We're gonna be frying.
Yes. And where does this egg come into play?
After we're done putting it in the freezer, we're gonna first put the croquettes in flour. Then we'll put them in beaten egg, and then we'll put in breadcrumbs.
And do you say this could be used for Ramadan iftari as well?
Yes, it's a very easy recipe, so you can make it in Ramadan too. Okay, after it's like this, we're gonna let it sit for at least 10 minutes so it can cool down. And turn off your stove. Okay, we'll let it sit like this. Now we wait for 10 minutes.
Welcome back, viewers. Okay, so now that we have let our mixture cool in the freezer for about 15 minutes, our next step, Amima's gonna tell us.
We're gonna roll them into this kind of shape, and then we're gonna coat it in flour.
And these
And
two
then
ingredients.
an egg.
So, Amima, have you ever wondered about going in culinary school?
Yes, I would want to go to the culinary school in Washington, D.C.
Do you think you want to do this as a living or just like a hobby type thing?
I was thinking on being a chef, and I would do it in the future.
If you could work for any type of like national country, what type of cuisine would you work for?
Italian.
Do you think your strongest point is in Italian?
Yes. Okay, now after we're done coating all of them, we're gonna put them in the freezer for at least 15 minutes.
Now that we've left them in the freezer for a good 15 minutes with the coating, now our next step is going to be
Frying them.
okay.
So we'll take one. And make sure it's on medium heat so you don't burn them.
And so how long should this frying process be?
Until they're dark brown.
And also, do you think this would be a good activity for girls to bake and cook?
And during this time, we have a lot of time on our free, so we can learn a lot of stuff.
Especially different other people live, because now that we're home, as you said, it's easier to learn because we don't have so much time, and now have more time on our hands.
And it's a great time to spend your free time.
So viewers, now that we have fried our croquettes, we are going to start decorating them on the plate, which Amima, you can start.
You can easily find them at any store, but it's best to make it at home because we don't know what kind of ingredients you use.
Okay, so as you now see that our croquette recipe is done, and yeah, so as you all know, viewers, we end our show off with the thought of the day, our good talk, and that good talk is gonna come from Amima.
So my good thought is that never give up on what you want to do, because the first time I started baking, my cake didn't come out how I wanted to come out, so never give up.
Yes, and also, so we hope this was our croquette recipe, and we hope you like it. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.